So college students are at a unique transformative age. I enjoy being part of their journey toward independence and self-care. They're often eager to learn and open to guidance, which makes health education more impactful and rewarding. I appreciate the diversity within the student population, culturally, academically, and personally, which keeps the work dynamic engaging.
Welcome back to Aggies Talk Health, the podcast from Student Health and Counseling Services and the Student Health Advisory Board. I'm your student representative and host today, Dana Ott. Today we're focusing on something we use all day, every day, our eyes. Whether you're in lecture hall, studying late on your laptop, or just scrolling through your phone, your eyes are constantly working. But are we giving them the attention they deserve? To help answer that, I'm excited to be joined by Manny Shafqat, an optician here at the UC Davis Student Health and Wellness Center. He works closely with students to help them understand their vision needs, find the right eyewear, and take care of their eye health. Manny, thank you so much for joining us today.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
So let's start with a little bit about you. What inspired you to work in eye care? And do you have a personal story or experience with vision that led you where you are today?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for that question. I've always been passionate about eye care, helping others, especially in ways that directly impact the quality of life. Vision does exactly that. My own eyes, since I was in my early teenage years, I've been needing glasses. So I always knew that I wanted to do something along the line of healthcare. And I found my cup of tea when I was going through the UC Davis here as an undergrad, that eye care was what I was looking towards. As I was going through UC Davis, I went on and got my certification through the American Board of Optometry, which allows me to practice dispensing glasses, and then NCLE, which is a National Contact Lens Examiner, which helps me dispense contact lenses, educate our patients. You asked about a story. So my own uncle, he was diagnosed with glaucoma, which is a silent thief of eyesight. This is a condition that does not have symptoms, and seeing him struggle through that affected his, independence and confidence. And I really wanted to make a difference, in terms of education. A lot of it is about education. So this was a great fit for me, working with students, educating them, catching things early on, and that's how I ended up being here, and I enjoyed my time here so far.
We've enjoyed your time here so far as well. We're so happy to have you.
Thank you.
So you said earlier you've chosen to work with the student population specifically.
Right.
So what do you enjoy about working with college students, and what do you find the most rewarding?
So college students are at a unique transformative age. I enjoy being part of their journey toward independence and self-care. They're often eager to learn and open to guidance, which makes health education more impactful and rewarding. I appreciate the diversity within the student population, culturally, academically, and personally, which keeps the work dynamic engaging. It's rewarding to help students understand the importance of eye care, and then also finding satisfaction with the final product when we get to fit the glasses onto the patient and seeing them being able to see 20/20 all over again, where they can actually sit in the back of the lecture hall instead of all the way in the front and still enjoy crisp vision. So I really enjoy that aspect of it, and it's really good to see them do great academically and in their daily life.
So in that process, can you walk us through a typical optometry visit at Student Health and Wellness Center, and what should students bring with them to their appointment?
Typically, optometry visits at Student Health Center includes getting to know the patient a little bit ahead of time. So there are questionnaires that we have that students get to fill out prior to coming in for their appointment. And then when they are here, we start off by doing a refraction test on them, which is pre-testing. So really getting to get a baseline of their vision, and then evaluating their eye health using different modern instruments, screening for conditions like dry eyes and early signs of diseases, for example. They get to update their prescription when they're in the exam room with our optometrist. And then our technician works closely with them to making sure that, if they have questions relating to contact lenses, we can get them fitted for contacts. We house tons of contact lenses here, from dailies to weeklies to biweeklies to monthlies. So we have what the students are looking for when it comes to contact lens care. And then also just eyewear. Our optical is fully equipped with various modern frames. We have over 600 frames here in the optical, which allows them to really pick out what they're looking for in terms of fashion and also their need for eyewear.
Yeah, you guys can't see it, but I'm looking around. There's literally so many options for what you can pick. I was looking at some like, maybe I should come and pick out a pair.
Absolutely, come in.
So for a lot of students, getting glasses or contacts might seem like a one-time thing.
Right.
What are the benefits of yearly eye exams, and why is it particularly important for college students to go through that process?
Benefits of yearly eye exam: detecting changes in your vision. So even if it's a quarter diopter difference, that's quarter diopter better that you can see when you're sitting in the back of a lecture hall. Identifying and addressing eye issues, which it could be due to increased screen time, so eye strains. We get to monitor your overall health of your eye, any eye infections that you're possibly dealing with. These are things that we can help correct. And also just ensuring that you have optimal visual performance when you're taking parts in sports, for example. It's important for college students to understand these preventative tips, because little things can make a larger difference in the long run. It's an opportunity to get to know about your eyes, to get to know your eye care professional here as you're navigating through your 4 years of UC Davis as an undergrad or grad student, and really just be on top of your health.
So once a student does have the prescription, how do you guide them through the process of choosing frames and lenses? What kind of things do you ask them to consider beyond just picking like what looks good?
Once a prescription has been finalized, I start by reviewing the prescription with the patient to determine what are their needs. So whether it's a single vision lens, it's a multifocal lens, asking about their lifestyle and daily activities. So studying screen use, sports use, to recommend the suitable frame and lens features for them, help them understand the benefits of different lens options. So within lenses, we have plastic lenses, polycarbonate lenses. There's various options that we have, and based on your prescription, we can make those recommendations. Anti-glare coating, for example, if you're driving at night, these are all features that make a big difference and are easily added onto lenses. So getting to explain to the patient their prescription and then adding these options for them helps them do that much better. We have a really neat setup here at Student Health Center. Students have their insurance program through SHIP, and then if there are co-pays, we are able to bill it to their student account. So there's no need to pay anything up front. A lot of times they actually end up getting their final product, their glasses or contacts, way before they even see a bill on their student account. So let mom and dad worry about that. Get your 20/20 vision here, and that's what the whole setup is.
You mentioned earlier there's like so many options. You have the blue light filtering, anti-glare, lightweight
Right.
lenses. Which of these are actually the most helpful for students, especially those spending long hours on digital screens?
Blue light filtering lenses are helpful for students who spend long hours on computer, tablets, or phones. These filters can help reduce digital eye strain and also help maximize disruption to sleep patterns. Anti-glare coating is a great coat to have on your lenses. It eliminates glare so you don't have any reflection off the lenses, enhances visual clarity, and then also improves the appearance of the lenses by reducing reflection. There are other options when it comes to lenses, like lightweight lenses. We offer high index lenses. These are great for students that have a higher prescription. High myopes typically tend to benefit from it. So if you're choosing a frame that's a larger frame, it's very trendy, but you have a -6 or higher prescription, definitely going to high index lenses will compress the lens, make the lens look that much better cosmetically as well, and then also improve your visual experience. Yeah, there's a lot of options, so come in and take a look.
Yeah, you're very knowledgeable on it, so students, he's here to help. So what are some signs that a student's glasses or contacts might not be working anymore? How can you tell if it's time for an update?
Some of the signs, if a glasses or contacts are not working, are students experiencing headaches, for example, blurry vision. People come in saying, hey, I really can't see the board as clearly as I could 6 months ago. That's a great sign that, that we need to update your prescription most likely. Eye strains or fatigue, difficulty sleeping at night, for example, maybe too much blue light exposure. Dry eyes is something that we see here very, very frequently. That is something that is correctable with appropriate diagnosis and eye drops. So these are some things that we see quite a bit with our student population, and students can tell it's time for an update if it's been more than a year since their last eye exam. So if you see your prescription and you see it's getting close to that year mark, we make it really simple. You can go online, schedule yourself an appointment, come in, we'll update your prescription, and then I think just take it from there.
Yeah. So the American Optometric Association reports that the most common eye and vision problems for young adults and college-age individuals are due to visual stress and eye injury. So what are some precautions that students who wear contact lenses can take to risk their experiencing of eye injuries?
When it comes to contact lenses, hygiene is very important. So making sure that your hands are clean, also following the cleaning protocol, so using the contact lens solution versus using water, for instance. So the multi-purpose solution that we have at the pharmacy here, we also provide solutions here at Optical that you can use. So making sure those are followed, and then following the wear time guidelines. So if a lens is supposed to be a monthly lens, you're only wearing it for a month. These are all tips that you can follow to ensure that you're not having eye infections later on, any eye complications, and not sharing your contact lenses is another one. And then avoiding, we have a lot of students that swim, so making sure that you avoid any kind of water getting into your eye when you are swimming, and then keeping a backup pair of glasses. So even if you are a heavy contact lens wearer, always having glasses on hand is a great idea, especially with allergy season, and alternating between glasses and contact lenses.
Can wearing the wrong prescription or poor quality lenses actually affect the student's performance or cause things like headaches and eye fatigue?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, wearing wrong prescription or poor quality lenses can lead to affecting student performance. Headaches, like you mentioned, is common result of eye strain or blurry vision. Eye fatigue, constantly straining to see clearly. You're putting more strain on your eye muscles. Difficulty concentrating, and then blurry or double vision is another one. Neck and shoulder pain because you're always so tense. You're having to squint. It's time to come in and see your eye care professional.
So there is an understanding that eye care wear is really expensive,
Right.
And also just good health practices. So for those students without vision insurance or those on a budget, are there affordable options for glasses or eye care through the Student Health and Wellness Center?
So when we were setting up our optical department over 10 years ago, one of the key things that we talked about is we're dealing with nothing but students here. And we have our SHIP insurance, which does a great job of covering a big chunk of it. So even if you don't have SHIP insurance, we have frames that are very affordable. You can bill it to your student account, lens options that are available. There are other options like health equity fund that we have available, which students can access in case they have a high copay. So these are all options that we have available for students. The most important thing is let's get you the glasses so you can do good in class or contact lenses. We can worry about the finances part of it, but we do carry a lot of frames here that are very affordable and lens options that should be able to help our students.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
You guys are very thoughtful about that.
Yeah.
So finally, what's one simple thing that every student can do to take better care of their eyes every day?
I would say get an annual eye exam. So even if you feel like your vision hasn't changed, and then also just taking care of your glasses. So if you got a brand new pair of glasses from here, it doesn't do any good if you just throw them out in your backpack and the lenses get scratched. So really taking care of your glasses, putting them in an appropriate optical case, using microfiber cloth to clean the lenses with a lens cleaner. These are some simple tips that we can all use to avoid any issues with your eyewear.
So Manny, thank you so much for joining us and walking us through both the technical and personal side of eye care. It's easy to forget how important our vision is until something goes wrong. So I really appreciate you helping us understand how to take a more proactive approach. To our listeners, your vision matters, not just for seeing clearly, but for learning, working, and showing up fully in your day-to-day life. Take a moment to schedule that eye exam, clean those glasses, or check in with the Student Health. Thank you for tuning in to Aggies Talk Health. I'm Dana Ott. We'll see you later.